But we're going to talk about some companies now, small business, if you will. Women continue to launch companies at a rate higher than the national average, and yet their companies continue to be smaller than those owned by men. But marketing expert Erin Verbeck says all it takes is a little shift in your mindset and a shift in your marketing strategy to become successful, maybe blow those big companies out of the water. So is it too good to be true? Erin, I'm going to toss it to you now. Erin Verbeck's here from Dallas, Texas, joining us by satellite. And Erin, I just wonder how is this all you need in order to get to where you want to be?
So as you mentioned, Diane, it really is about a shift in your mindset. So instead of looking at how many customers that you can service and really trying to be everything to everyone, it's about looking at creating a unique set of products that are very customized and hard to imitate so that you're servicing a smaller amount of customers but really blowing their minds with what it is that you do. And when you do that, you can charge more for those products and services.
So it's sort of a more focused approach, and you call it a boutique approach. And I know one of the things that you point out is that you don't need an actual storefront in order to be a boutique. Elaborate on that for us.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So as I mentioned, it really is about focusing in on what makes you different and offering things that the big box stores and the discounters aren't offering. So you're really breaking out of any mold of business that you've known before and focusing on doing something completely different that your customers can't get elsewhere.
Now, in terms of the business structure, how does this kind of an approach differ from a standard one?
Yeah, so what you're doing is you are really intimately getting to know your customers. You're developing relationships with them that the big competitors can't do. And frankly, anyone who's out there discounting can't do either because they simply don't have time. So you're looking at servicing a fewer amount of customers and you're providing over-the-top products and services for them that they're willing to pay more for.
But why wouldn't you want to compete with the big stores? It seems like one of those things that everybody at some point wants to achieve, no?
Well, you just can't compete with them. There's no way you're ever going to be able to compete with them on price because they have economies of scale that you are never going to be able to top. So you've got to look at a different way of running your business. And if you compete with them on price, you're not going to be around for long. So you've got to look at doing other things like creating incredibly customized products and services and an experience that they can't get from anyone else that makes them say you're worth paying more for.
Now, with fewer clients, you will need higher profit margins. So how difficult is that to achieve?
Right. So again, when you go back to having a unique product and service mix that people can't get elsewhere, they're willing to pay more for you if you're going over the top and thrilling them with what it is that you're delivering to them. So, you know, here's a great example. If say you're a professional photographer and you're worried about the mom down the street who picked up a camera and is competing with you, what you've got to do is you've got to bring products that mom down the street can't do. And you've also got to bring them an experience that the Kmart and the JCPenney and the Walmart photo studio doesn't offer either. So you're bringing them a unique experience with you as well as a completely different product offering that they can't get there either.
Now, the normal or understandable thing I would think for a business in that position when they are competing with either the mom down the street or the Walmart down the street is to maybe lower their prices a little bit more to try to entice more customers. But you say that's actually a bad idea. Why?
Right, it is, because when you're discounting, you're teaching your best clients, those clients that are already loyal to you, to wait for a sale. And in addition to that, you're also attracting the people that are cheap to begin with, right? So you're sending out a red flag to everyone that you're worth less as soon as you discount and as soon as you set cheaper prices. So what you really need to do is offer something different. It's a complete mind shift. Don't see those big boxes and those discounters as your competitors. You need to say that this is something you can't get elsewhere and really work at creating something that's unique and specific to what your customers want. You're creating products specifically for them instead of just creating products that they can get anywhere else.
And so how difficult it is if you're trying to keep it small to really establish a brand, a firm brand?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that's very important for you to invest in right from the get-go when you first open your doors. So again, if you look cheap, you're going to attract cheap buyers, right? So you need to invest in a strong identity right from the onset to show people that you are a real legitimate business.
All right. Thank you so much for being on with us. It was so nice to talk to you. And where can people go to find out more about these business approaches?
Yeah, our new book is coming out soon. They can go to wortheverypennybook.com to learn more about the boutique business model.
All right. Erin Verbeck. Thanks, Erin.
Thank you.
Take care.